And all the recent rain created serious landslide threats all across the Bay Area. We've seen trains coming to a grinding halt, families evacuated from their homes. ABC 7 News reporter Suzanne Fawn takes a closer look at how long we will be dealing with landslide threats.
Check out this hillside in Richmond. It sits above the Seacliff development and is covered in a massive tarp. 2 weeks ago, the city manager proclaimed a local emergency due to heavy flooding. The 15 families that evacuated from this area here about 2 weeks ago still have not been able to return to their homes. They've been able to pick up a couple of items and secure their belongings, but there's still no telling when they'll be able to move back in.
Until they completely secure the hill, they do not want to let any of the people back in.
Linda Ferris lives right across the street from the landslide threat when the families were first evacuated January 3rd.
The first thought is, are we going to be evacuated?
Tom Butt saw the crack in the hillside when the evacuation order was first ordered.
The crack was, a couple of feet wide. What you can't tell really is how deep it is.
The California Geological Survey says 600 landslides have been reported statewide since December 30th. Professor of Geology Steve Newton believes that number is much larger than that.
All of our years rain all at once. And we just had, in some cases, 200–300% of the rain we expect in just one burst.
And that's leading to landslide after landslide. 2 days in a row, a landslide slammed into the side of an ACE train in Niles Canyon.
I noticed just the window, it got shattered on one of the sides. It was all cracked. So then we saw nothing but tree limbs just everywhere.
The mud and debris blanketed the tracks. Heavy equipment had to be brought in to clear away the landslide. Professor Newton expects more to come. He says the threats of landslides can last weeks, if not months, after a rain like this.
The soil right now is very saturated and very heavy. Water is actually very heavy. And so when it's soaked in and when you get clay soils that expand and start pushing out, those are going to be a really prime risk until the soils dry out.
In Richmond, Suzanne Fawn, ABC 7 News.